Ford Dealers of America, who sell and service Ford cars and Ford trucks, present Burr Tillstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and all the Kuklapolitan players, with Fran Allison in Kukla, Fran and Ollie.
Kukla? Kuk? Yoo-hoo. Kukla? Yoo-hoo. Kukla? Dear me, I wish I hadn't lost my mailman's whistle. Though it wouldn't have done me much good, I never could blow it with my teeth. Kukla? Hoo-hoo. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Cook. Package.
What? Oh, hi, Fletch.
Hi. Package arrived. Here you are. Package.
It's open.
We open everything in the receiving room, for gracious sakes. You know that's the new rule.
Oh, that's true. What is it?
You look, it's a lovely little gift.
Oh, look, it's an ornament. Oh, isn't that cute? That's lovely. Who's it from?
From Joan Thompson and Edna Ramsey in Flossmoor, Illinois, and it's for your Christmas tree.
Well, I guess it's never too early to start getting pretty little ornaments for a Christmas tree. Well, thanks very much, Fletcher. Nice of you to deliver.
Not at all. Some more presents and things that have arrived in the mail. I can see now. Oh, yes. Oh. Dolores! Dolores, dear. Dolores, lovely little gift for you from Louise Ashenberg, our dear friend. Dolores, dear. Dolores! Shh! What's the matter?
She's taking a nap!
Oh. Sorry, Beulah. Would you mind taking a present to her?
Not at all. Not at all. What is it? Hello there, Fletcher.
How are you feeling today?
Fine, grand, great time.
Everything all straightened out with the Chicago police?
You bet. We're on the best of terms now. What's this?
Little present for Doloras.
Why, isn't that the sweetest thing you ever saw in your life? Why, gracious sakes, look at that. Look at that little pillow. Why, isn't that the... Dolores is a good girl. Isn't that sweet? That's the sweetest little thing. Soft, too. Isn't that nice? Say. Well, sir, that's the cutest little thing I've ever seen in my life. Gracious sakes. So comfy. Grace, let's get rid of the box. Here's the box of Dolores. She likes to play with the box. I'll keep the pillow. Isn't that the sweetest little thing you ever saw? Why, gracious sakes, I'd like to try... Look at the little spread. Isn't that sweet?
Oh, I hesitate to remind you, Beulah, but this is for Dolores.
I know. Don't you worry. I'm not going to glom her present. Just wanted to see it. Why, look at that lovely... Hey, it's grand. Need a new shower curtain in the bathroom.
Oh, now, Beulah, you wouldn't use that.
Oh, you don't know me, do you? Say, isn't that nice? That's grand. Oh. Oh. Sleep all night.
She drops off like that all the time. You never know what she's going to be. Hush-a-bye, Busey.
What happened to Beulah?
Nothing. She just went to sleep again.
Oh, she had a hard time. Put her right there beside Dolores. Oh, don't they make a lovely pair?
You bet. Strange thing. Beulah and Dolores snore in perfect harmony. Well, let's see. There were some more things that came in. Oh, I should have given this. No, I'm glad I didn't. Lovely little hat for Dolores. Isn't that a sweet little hand-crocheted hat from Mrs. Joan Dembowski in Brooklyn? Isn't that sweet? Gracious sakes, won't she love that? Well, I'm not going to let anybody else have that. They'll wear it. Give it to Beulah, she'd wear it out to a party. Well, that's lovely. I guess I'll just put that down in her room myself. Now, let me see. There were some more things. There was something for Cecil Bill, but I don't know where it is. Gracious sakes, I'll fail at my job of being a mailman if I don't deliver that. Goodness sakes, however could I have misplaced it anywhere? Why, Cecil Bill. Oh, pardon me, Mr. Holmes. I didn't realize that. Why, gracious sakes, you got your present. Well, I just wanted to tell you it was from, well, it was anonymous. Well, anonymous? Ollie mixes me up so much in these things, I don't know what is the correct pronunciation. Well, anyway, it came from somebody that didn't sign their name. They just said, a friend, Bayside in New York. Well, my name's not Watson. Oh, elementary, my dear Watson. Well, sir, that's really grand. Did you get the little book, too? Here it is. How to be a good detective. Here's your little glass. You don't seem removed around here for a few days. Well, that's the way it goes. Mail. Comes in, you love to get it, try to answer it. Gracious sake, it's a job. Guess there's nothing more in the mail room. I'll look. I'll be right back. Nope. Nothing more. Oh, there's never any mail for the mailman. Oh, there's never any mail for me. All I ever seem to get is a mailman's slouch from carrying an overloaded mailman's pouch. You'll never see my picture on a postage stamp. For all I do the whole day through is tramp, tramp, tramp. Oh, there's never any mail for the mailman. Won't somebody write to me? Oh, there's never any mail for the mailman. Oh, there's never any mail for me. All I ever seem to get is the mailman's slouch from carrying an overloaded mailman's pouch. When I lived on the farm, I learned that RFD meant rural free delivery. But not for me, for there's never any mail for the mailman. Won't somebody write to me? Oh, there's never any mail for the mailman. Won't somebody write to me? What is it?
Pour moi.
I had no idea you could speak a Tui talking French, too.
For me, really? A little apron. Oh, how sweet. Won't it be perfect for my work? Gracious sakes, where's the front? Oh, isn't that lovely? Ruffles do so much for my shoulders.
Well, you may like sloping shoulders, but I don't. Well, they're dated. I should have been a Victorian. You like it? Phyllis and Paulette Reed, Laveport, Indiana. Well, sir, that's a grand thing. I'm very happy. Thank you. Thank you, Cecil Bill. I happen to know it wasn't for me at all. He's just a kind, sweet little boy.
Well, how about you? Have you run into any old clues lately? Pretty good? Tracking them right down. Well, wonderful. Oh, Fletcher brought. No?
Well, what he's trying to say, Fran, is that he found Jack's fingerprints all over the piano keys.
Wow, that's remarkable. Remarkable indeed. What do they say in a Scotland Yard? Oh, very cold there. Mm-hmm. Well. Where's Dolores? No. Oh, Dolores, sleep? No, I don't. I'm not getting it today. You know Jack?
Oh, Ollie.
Ollie! Oh, I haven't seen Ollie. You found his tooth tracks? Did you? Well, have you come to any... Well, how are you? Where are you going?
I'm not going. I've been.
Where were you?
Luncheon.
Luncheon?
You bet.
Somebody pop?
I didn't wear my hat, let me tell you.
Well, you...
Wanted to see what I was eating.
Yeah.
I was a guest.
That's nice.
It was a round table discussion.
Serve lunch at those things, too?
Well, they did in this one.
What did you discuss?
Well, it wasn't a round table, it was oval.
Oh.
I guess it was an oval table discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we discussed all sorts of interesting things. Cultural problems.
Mm-hmm.
All sorts of interesting things, and it's very important. We discussed television.
Why don't you take off your hat and stay a while?
Makes me feel more mature with it on.
Okay, we'll start with me.
We discussed television, and we discussed programming, and we discussed all sorts of very interesting things, and I came to a conclusion.
Well, I'm glad of that.
I came to the conclusion that our show, though we may work very hard to do dramatic and musical things, is lacking.
Lacking?
Not educational.
I don't know, I've learned a lot.
I don't mean for you, dear. No, I mean for the people who watch the show. It's not educational. It's got to have educational. People are wasting too much time just watching shows that aren't educational. We've got to have educational. We've got to expect people to learn.
Sure you won't take off your hat?
Yeah, if you'll untie it. I had to wear it in kind of the high wind.
Sure.
Thanks.
Hey, blew a gale, didn't it?
Well, it sure did. Hot, though.
Well, what do you propose to do?
Well, I think we ought to have some sort of a forum or a panel discussion. things like that once a week. Now, I like to do operas, and I think it's great. You know, show business is in my blood, and I like it. But I think we ought to have forums and panels and discussions, and we'd come to some sort of conclusion.
Well,
If we had a problem, we might.
Yes, I didn't have any problem today.
Well, I don't either, but we could make one.
When you have things like that, I think you're supposed to have real special guests.
Well, we could do that. See, I was thinking like, well, you've heard of the great books and things like that. We could have Dr. Dragon's 5-foot shelf. Well, I have some flooring left over.
Run to 5 feet, will it?
Yeah.
Enough books to go on it?
Well, that's the thing. See, we could have a book discussion. Kukla could be a guest.
You read H. Allen Smith's new book?
No, I haven't yet.
It's real great. I can't get a copy of it yet, but I'll have one next week.
Yeah, I'd like to read it too.
It's real great.
Well, now wait a minute. This is serious. Why don't we have a real program? You and I and Kukla. I'll be the mediator, kind of. You know, the chairman, and you be the guest, and you bring a book that you would like to read.
Well, I can't do that till next week because I won't have that book.
Well, we'll discuss another book. Besides, we want something very intellectual. These are weighty problems. Get something on philosophy or something like that. And we'll discuss it. Just right here amongst us. We'll have an informal panel discussion, friendly and easy and very nice.
Well, it'll certainly be friendly because I won't be able to argue anything about that because I don't know very much about it.
Well, you just get a book.
Something I could really get my teeth in.
Well, you pick. I'll leave it up to you. I know your good taste and judgment and your intellectual maturity will help us. Now, shall we do that?
Tomorrow?
No, right now, today.
I don't know if I could do it this soon.
Well, you go and look. Go look. Let me know when you found the book, and we'll get all set.
Okay.
You'll go along, won't you?
Yeah, I'm sure I'm here.
Well, naturally. Got to have something intellectual and wonderful on this show. Oh, education is a very important thing. It'll be grand. We'll have a square table discussion.
Seeing as how I have just heard the proposal that we have a round or square or oblong discussion, I have decided that it's only right and fitting that 2 members of the Kuklapolitan troupe be not present when the fur begins to fly. I have been through these things before, and I know what happens. So I would suggest that any of you now, this is a brief intermission while they're getting ready, I would suggest that you leave. Oh, because I'm a little afraid of what's going to happen.
Colonel, darling, you all ready?
My dear, how did you know?
I heard the discussion, too. I'm going to leave. I'm not going to get into anything at all. Buell's asleep. Doloras is asleep. Cecil Bill's out hunting I don't know what with his magnifying glass. Mercedes hasn't come home from school yet. Fletcher Rabbit's in the mailroom. What do you say you and I go out?
My dear little girl, that is exactly what I propose.
Well, good. We take a little drive.
I'd love it. Are you going to drive?
I could, dear.
All right, my dear. I'll get the convertible.
Oh, my little 54. Oh, darling. How did you know I wanted the convertible today, darling?
Because it's so warm and so lovely and such a beautiful, balmy day. It's the most beautiful day we've had. It's a little trifle warm, but when you're driving in a 50 Ford, well, any kind of weather is lovely, don't you think?
Oh, thank you, Colonel.
And any kind of girl is lovely, too, in a 50 Ford.
Oh, Colonel, you say the most charming thing.
Well, I want to get you in a good mood. You're going to drive.
Oh, Colonel. Oh, don't you just love the 54? You know, the time of the year is so wonderful for driving. Going along the highway, watching the lovely autumn leaves turn.
Well, my dear, I say, any time of year is beautiful in the 50 Ford. Why, it's so wonderful, so quiet, you know, and so beautiful.
Oh, yes, and not only that, but I like the roadability. I know that I have a special little place I'd like to take you out near the lake, but the roads are kind of unpaved way up north there, and I just wouldn't go any other way but in my 54 because, well, it's so easy to handle.
And so safe, my dear. That's an important thing, especially when she's driving.
Oh, really, Colonel, this is going to be a charming afternoon. We're going to miss all the excitement, all the noise, and just have little time by ourselves
Yes, my dear.
in our 50 Ford convertible. Oh, I feel like a girl again.
Everybody feels like a child again when they ride in the 50 Ford.
Oh, Colonel, you say the loveliest things.
Only wish you looked like one, my dear.
What was that? Nothing.
Nothing? Nothing at all.
Well, shall we start?
You're going to drive.
Whatever you like.
Whatever you like to me. Well, let's start and see.
Oh, all right, Colonel.
I'll just sort of hang on here just in case we take a couple of curves too fast.
No, don't worry, Colonel. Remember, we're comfortable and safe in the 54.
Good evening, friends. Welcome. Welcome to the Grand Books discussion. Today, as usual, you know, we are going to have a wonderful discussion of a fine book brought to us by a lovely guest. You know, we invite a lovely guest every week to be on our show and bring his or her favorite book. And today we have a lovely friend, Miss Lulu Pucklewarts. And she's here today. Would you step in, please, Miss Pucklewarts?
Good evening.
Good evening, my dear. Oh, my dear, I'm so sorry to tell you, you know, that we were invited to be in Grosse Pointe, Michigan tonight. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yes, United Foundation annual fundraising drive is there, you know. And
Who am I now, Miss Pucklewarts or me?
Oh, you're Miss Pucklewarts. You were just making it, I know.
Oh.
We were invited to attend.
Who asked Miss Pucklewarts?
Oh, you got me confused. I don't know. Let's get on with the great book,
All
shall
right.
we?
Oh, our next panel expert, please. Sir Kukla.
Pip, pip, cheerio. Just got back from Mr. Potty.
Well, sit down. Take off your hat, won't you?
Cat, hair comes off,
Oh.
too.
All right, let's start with our discussion, shall we?
Well, I thought of this program as Kukla, Fran and Ollie. I thought there are 3 of them. So I went to the 3rd bookshelf, and I picked out the 3rd book, and I looked for the 3rd story.
Well, that's
And here it is.
Well, fine. This is going to be great.
Besides that, it was in big print.
Oh, this is going to be fine, too.
The book I have chosen
Yes.
We're very interested, really, my dear.
is one which is familiar to many of you.
Oh, here.
And the story from this book is called The Little Red Hen. Now, we'll read this together, and let us all look for the significance.
But, Fran, you can't read that.
I know this story in case I can't see it. I know it. I can tell it. Once upon a time, now you see, it's not definite. Right there.
That brings up a very good point. Not
Yes,
definite. That's
not
good.
definite.
That's good.
Once upon a time.
What did the author mean by once
Yes.
upon a time? That's a very significant
Well, he goes
point.
on to clarify it, and he says, not so very long ago.
There! Now, see? Now we're pinning
Now
him down.
we're getting to the definite.
Yeah, now we're pinning him down.
There were a pig and a duck and a cat and a little red hen who all lived together in a cozy little house. So you see, this housing shortage is not just of the present moment.
No.
It is a carryover from once upon a time.
Certainly, that's significant.
Is it?
Yes,
It
indeed.
certainly is.
That's good.
All day and every day, the pig just wanted to wallow in his juicy mud puddle.
Now, wait, there, stop there. That is a very important point.
Well, it sort
Now
of
it
gives
is.
you the time of the year.
Well, not
It
only
was-
that, but that's a very important point because it tells the frame of the pig's mind.
How
Yes.
so?
Oh, really, can't you see how so? The pig obviously has some sort of a complex.
Indeed.
He has a complex. He wants to wallow in the mud.
Or a scratchy back, one of the two. The
Could be.
duck just wanted to swim on her little pond.
Mm.
And the cat just wanted to sit in the sun.
That's ridiculous, you see. They're all content. They're content with their lives.
Yes, there's
Retarded.
something wrong with
Retarded.
them.
Yes.
Here.
You can see that they all feel secure.
Pip, pip.
Now,
Stop it.
this left all the work of the house for the busy little red hen.
Aha!
But
Aha!
one day, yes, now we're getting to it. One day, as the little red hen was scratching about in the front yard,
Who is she scratching? The pig's back?
No, she was looking for something for dinner. She came upon...
Looking for dinner. That's significant.
Yes, you see.
It is not significant.
It is
I
very
think it
significant.
is.
Oh, yes, that's a very significant point.
It is not.
Yes.
I don't believe that's a significant point at all. The point was, is the Little Red Hen happy?
Well, that's what we're trying to
I'm
solve.
trying to find out.
You just listen to the rest of the story.
I don't have to listen to the rest of the story.
Now, she
I can
made
tell
an
right
important
at the very
discovery.
beginning. I can tell right at the very beginning that the Little
She
Red
came
Hen
upon
is
a grain of wheat.
Now, the Little
Which
Red Hen
this-
does
she
not...
gets an idea.
Please,
Here's-
the Little Red Hen was not...
The Little Red Hen, go on with the story.
Yes.
Sorry. The Little
This
Red
gave
Hen
her
was
an
not
idea.
happy. And there's
Who
absolutely no
will
reason for
plant
taking
this
that
grain of
attitude.
wheat, she called
I'm not taking...
Not, what do
You
you
are
think to
taking
take?
an attitude.
Look, here,
You're absolutely taking an attitude.
if
If
want
you
to hear
don't
an
keep
attitude,
quiet, I'll bite your nose.
No, you won't. Ow!
point of order.
Get over here!
How did you ever get stay on so good?
Sound with a laugh.
Oh, I see. Is that new?
Ow! 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 Ow!
What was in that? Lost part of his safari right there.
Let's not do any more grand books for today. We always end up in this kind of an argument.
They all do.
Yes, they all
Sure,
do, and
they
they will
all do.
all talk at once.
Sure, you can't understand a thing.
I didn't have the right dress for it either. Forgot my off-the-shoulder model.
Let's not talk anymore. Let's sing. Why don't you sing something pretty and kind of quiet to kind of make us all feel kind of comfortable?
To sing a song that Eileen Wood sang that you liked so much, please. So this is love. So this is love. So this is what makes life divine. I'm all aglow. And now I know the key to all heaven is mine. My heart has wings, and I can fly. I'll touch every star in the sky. So this is the miracle that I've been dreaming of. So this is love.
That was lovely. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess maybe we ought to stick to what we know instead of getting into realms we don't really understand.
I think it would be a little better.
Of course, I'm always willing to try.
Well, I too.
That's true. You are willing to try almost anything.
Yes, I am, as a matter of fact. I think Madame Octopus and Colonel Crackie had the right idea. Let's go out for a ride.
Wonderful.
Remember, the one fine car in the low-priced field.
It was the 1950s.
Ford.
In the brilliant beauty of its low, clean lines, in the rich luxury of its interior appointments, this 1950 Ford compares with America's finest and most expensive cars. But more than that, Ford brings you big car driving at its very best. Yes, here's all-round roadability and flashing performance. And here's economy, too. For Ford is thrifty to buy, to drive, and to maintain. See it, test drive it at your Ford dealers. The musical director of Kukla, Fran and Ollie is Jack Fascinato. The producer is Beulah Zachary, and the director, Louis Gomovitz.
And this is Dr. Burr Tillstrom thanking you on behalf of Cecil Bill and the whole gang. Good night.
Remember, the one fine car in the low-price field is the 1950 Ford. Kukla, Fran and Ollie came to you from Chicago.